If you're selling on Amazon and you are still scraping your product information, I'm going to show you that there's a better way using Gorilla ROI. Rather than scraping your product, what you can do with Gorilla ROI is to actually pull in your data from the Amazon API directly into Google Sheets. So there's no more time wasting trying to fiddling around with broken code. You're going to be able to get it directly into Google Sheets. Let's create a new query. I'm going to assume that you've already installed the Gorilla ROI add-on from your extensions. So it's right here. And once the sidebar is loaded, create new query, select the Amazon account that you want to pull it for. In my case, I'm going to use a demo account called Test Seller 2. It's for the US marketplace. For the period, let's select, it doesn't really matter because a product data, for example, your title, it doesn't matter what your title was during the last 30 days. It's just going to pull in whatever the current point in time data is. Select for the data set, I'm going to select product. Now for the metrics, we have so many different products or the metrics related to the product. So we've got everything from the parent ASIN, the FN SKU, the brand, the bullet points, expiration dates, and so on. For this example, I'm just going to select everything just to keep it simple. I'm now going to save it and it's going to create a query for what we just did. So let me quickly rehash. It's good for the Amazon account, Test Seller 2, US marketplace for the last 30 days, the product data set, and I'm going to get all the metrics. Let's save this query, save it, and it's going to enter and start loading it into cell A1. What this does is it's now going to ping our system. Our database is going to pull in all the data that we already have on hand related to your product, and it's going to list it. As you can see, starting from column A all the way to column AT, we've pulled in all the information related to your products. Now try scraping all of this information from your product listings. It's just going to be a nightmare. I'd rather tear my hair out. So in this case, I've got the SKUs, ASINs, FN SKUs, everything all the way across to the right. We can pull in your bullet points, your brands, your classifications. If there's information, it'll pull in everything like your manufacturers and so on. At the end, I just want to show you that although there's an image URL, because you're working inside Google Sheets, you just use native Google Sheet functions equals image, and then it tells you to enter the URL, which is right here. Close this bracket, enter, and now it's going to convert. It's now going to convert that URL into the image. I could just easily drag this down, and it's going to now load all of the images for the source URLs. So all of this was loaded within, say, 10 seconds of having saved that query. If I want to go in and edit the query, let's say I don't need a lot of this metrics and it's just bogging down the spreadsheet. I want it to load quick and be snappy. Then I'm going to go to select metrics. I'm in the edit section of the formula. I'm going to clear this out. And let's say I only want my FN SKU, the UPC, the brand, bullet points, color, keywords, language, let's say list price. What else? How about say cent? Title's a good one. And let's leave it at that. I'm going to apply the changes. And now the query that was originally embedded into A1 is going to update and edit. And now we've got a new table that's just refreshed and displayed, showcasing only the data points that you've now selected. Let's take it up a notch, right? Let's say you want to do a little bit more advanced. You want to work with something a little bit more flexible. I'm going to use formulas. With Gorilla ROI, we have custom formulas that we've built into Google Sheets. You start with equals Gorilla, and then it's going to list a whole bunch of functions that you can now use to access specific data points with pinpoint accuracy and load it directly into spreadsheets. It's just like as if you were doing equals average, equals sum, just those native functions within Google Sheets. It's as easy as that. Equals Gorilla underscore. The first column that I want to load is all the SKUs in this particular account. So I'm going to select SKU, and we've named it so that it's pretty much self-explanatory. SKU, and then let's say I want to get the SKU list. It highlights what information, the variable that I need to enter. So it takes you just through a very step-by-step process. Just follow the formula, and there's the documentation straight in front of you as well. So seller ID is the one that is the name of your Amazon account. Test seller 2 is in my case. I've already created a inputs bar at the top just to make things easy, because if you're working with spreadsheets, you want to use references, right? Rather than typing it in manually, which you can if you want, I would much rather just click on a cell and reference that particular cell, so that next time if I want to change the Amazon account name to say Socks R Us or Pillowcase Store, then I just want to be able to enter it at the top here and then switch to a different account and have all the data loaded automatically. Press comma, and now it's going to move on to the next variable, which is marketplace. Again, same thing. Select US, comma, filter the SKU. Do I want to filter by, like, say, any SKU that starts with the letter A? Not really, not in this case. So I'm just going to close that formula out where I've only entered the account for the Amazon and then the marketplace. Press enter, and now it's going to load all of the SKUs associated with this Amazon account. Now let's say I want to get the ASIN that matches all of this. We have something just like that called SKU ASIN, where you can convert a SKU to an ASIN and then an ASIN to a SKU. Same thing. Enter the Amazon account. Here we go. Test seller 2, comma, and the SKU or the ASIN. Now in this case, I want to transform all of these SKUs in column A. So that's why I selected that range. And now it says direction. So direction is, how do you want to convert it? In my case, since I want the ASINs now, I want to convert the SKU to an ASIN. And to do that, it's going to tell you, if you don't know, check the documentation, because right here it says enter SKU to ASIN, or you can enter ASIN to SKU. So I obviously want SKU to ASIN, and you want to put it inside quotation marks for it to take effect. And it converts everything from a SKU over to an ASIN, and boom, now I've got this information. Let's bring the title, gorilla_product. Seller ID is my Amazon account, test seller 2. And just to mix it up a little, I'm going to select all of the ASINs this time, comma. And then for the attribute, since I want the title, you can see that this is highlighted in green. And then this section is also highlighted in green, saying that, okay, these are the different attributes, the different data points that I can pull in. And then let's load that information in. And I've got the title for all of the ASINs. Do the same thing for bullets. Paste that formula in and then change the title to bullet. I believe it's bullet or bullets. Okay, there you go, bullets with an S. Press enter, and now it loads all the bullet points for each of the products. Now try doing this, like I said, manually scraping data. You're going to be spending more time trying to fix your broken code or fixing the code that whatever GPT gives you, rather than actually getting to work and selling more stuff on Amazon. Let's quickly fill out the rest. Ranking, self-explanatory. You type ranking and we've got a function for ranking. Select the Amazon account for each of the SKUs, again, from A4 down to A17. It doesn't matter whether you select a SKU or an ASIN. For the US marketplace. And then for the query type, I don't really need that. I'm just going to select and close that out. And now it's going to load all of the rankings that it's currently for the top level for each of the products. And this way, I've already created a product tracking spreadsheet with all of this information. To pull in the images, we have a function called images. I want to pull in the main image. So again, let's go through this process. Test seller 2, comma, US for the marketplace. Oops, sorry, it should have been a SKU. So, or the ASIN. I'm just going to continually mix it up just so that you can see that there's all sorts of different ways of doing it. There is no single set rule. It's very flexible and you can do it to whatever matches your current report layout. US, comma, the variant is the main image that I want. So I'm going to click on main, or I could just type in main. Now it's going to load the main image. Since I just like to have everything ready and everything laid out in a structured way, I'm going to do image, select F4, close that out, and then I'm just going to drag this to the bottom. And now I've got all the main images for each of the listings. Let's do the secondary image. So Gorilla underscore images, same thing, test seller 2. Comma, SKU is all of these, comma, marketplace, comma, and the variant is going to be PT01, just based on how Amazon calls it. There you go. And I'm going to, while that's loading, I'm going to select image, select H4. Now that's going to convert that into an image, and I can just drag that along. And now I've got the second image for the listings. So if I wanted to analyze this Milk-Bone dog treats, then I have it here and I've got the product here, the second image is here, which matches, and I could go on and on for the rest. And this way, not only am I scraping or pulling in the product information, I can also load all of the product images and keep tabs on any changes to the images, reviewing the image deck, and so on. Now, if you want to get the images using the point and click method, the UI method, slightly different because now you have to go create a new query. And rather than having a function or a dataset called images, you have to go into the data report, the data set that Amazon provides you. So selecting the Amazon account, select the period to move on to the next section. In dataset, as I showed you earlier, go to product because the image URL is listed within the product dataset. And then you can go all the way to the end where it says image URL. And then you can save and create this query. It's now going to load it and run it and then give the results in column N. There you go. So it generated this table where it automatically links up the image URL along with the ASIN and the SKU. So there you have it. There's no more need to scrape data from Amazon, especially for your product. You can get Amazon data straight into Google Sheets using Gorilla ROI.